Welcome to GoB-TV. Gorillas of Booze in the house. Doug,
Christian,
and Frank.
And we are back once again with you.
We're primed up though now.
Huh?
Yeah, we're primed up already.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, did a nice little episode on the.
Yep, we recorded
podcast?
an episode of GOB Radio already, so we got our base tan in, so to speak. So now we're ready. And what we thought we would do this time, because last time was sours, and it was such a great experience, that we thought we would do an episode this time that none of us, except for one of us, I'll give you a hint, it's the jerk off in the middle, wanted to do. So tonight is going to be our second annual Pumpkin episode, because by the time you see this, it'll be probably mid to late November, and nothing says mid to late November like pumpkin beers.
It's kind of crazy though. Like I was talking about shitty. I was thinking about something. I was like, just yesterday, I'm walking to fucking work, and New York City, you see a lot of fucking weird shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, melting pot.
But this has to be the one of those like, you know what? I'm done with this fucking moment. This fucking lady's walking down the sidewalk. You know, unbeknownst to her, she's just walking. It's like 6:30 in the morning. She steps on shit.
Oh, like actual shit?
Like shit, you know. But like usually,
hopefully dog shit, not human shit.
No, that's exactly where I'm getting at, Chris.
Oh,
if you let me get to this point.
Oh boy.
This was the biggest pile of human shit.
Yeah, it wasn't.
That
Who
I've ever
shits
seen.
on the streets in New York?
Not only in New York, this is right off of Broadway. So this motherfucker, there's lights
There are
everywhere.
there are
It's like the
bums.
most lit up area in downtown New York City. And she stepped on human shit.
There are
Unless a
bums.
fuch horse just came out of nowhere and dropped that shit there. And you could see the look on her face. She was like, is that human shit? She literally said there like, I can't fucking believe it. I'm thinking in my head, I can't fucking believe it either. That was like the weirdest fucking thing I've ever noticed in my life, bro.
Listen, not for nothing. If any current or future bosses are watching this, if I step in human shit, that's it for the day. I'm going right back home.
You want me to
The
top?
day has come to an end.
I'm gonna top that right now. So my girlfriend bought me.
You'll never believe this. The other night I was shitting in the streets of New York.
Listen to this. No, seriously. So my girlfriend bought me early Christmas present. We went to see Impractical Jokers in Allentown 2 nights ago.
Oh, nice.
So we go through the whole show, and I don't know if you guys know the characters. Murr is the skinnier, the ferret-looking individual. He looks like a ferret. He
I'm sure he'll love that description.
So they fuck with each other. That's the whole point of the show, and they embarrass each other, make each other like kind of like us, but
I can't imagine what that's like.
Right. So Murr, they made him eat dog shit. Literally, I went to a pet store as a punishment. They cut up a piece of dog shit. He ate it for $300 on season 1. So they went back, showed all the craziest things. He ate the dog shit, chased it down with a Coca-Cola.
That seems unsanitary.
Unsanitary.
Oh
but my thing,
God.
if you're gonna do that, $300. I mean, are you kidding me?
Nah, you gotta really pony up some money.
We gotta be in the 6 digits at least.
That's a shitty start to the show, though.
Wow, nice time
Puns,
there,
man.
Frank.
There you go.
Very
The
nice.
pun master.
So what the fuck are we getting into first, man?
Well, it's pumpkins. It's all pumpkin everything. So, if you're joining us for the very first time, if you're a virgin for the show, if you're tuning in for the first time, we have a little bit of a structure here, or at least that's like what we like to say. We don't always follow it. That's 4 beers, 1 from each of us, and 1 for luck. And then we put our heads together and try to see if we can kind of come to a consensus of what we thought was our best beer of the night. At the end of that, we like to punish ourselves for drinking beer with a segment that we call Bad Beer of the Night. Bad beer of the night is not to say that somebody brewed something improperly. It's just that something's been stored too long, improperly, light struck, under a pallet, left underneath a car, up Chris's ass.
Human excrement on it or whatnot. Like
has a little bit of human shit on it,
right.
and then we consume it. We have expanded that category a little bit to include things like Four Locos and Clamatos and things like that. But generally, we try to stick with stuff that's just old and expired and then bad. So, with that, if nobody has anything, I guess we could drink a little bit. Anybody want to drink?
Pound some shitty pumpkin beers.
This is going to be atrocious. I'm gonna go on record right now and say I'm going to hate this entire show because it is our second annual all pumpkin everything. So let me dig into the magic sack. I'll warm up the hand to not make Chris uncomfortable.
Oh no, Frank, help me.
As we dive into Chris's magic sack.
Frank.
Look how he sets himself up when he goes.
Frank, help me, please.
It's not that big, Chris.
How would you know, Frank?
That's a weird question.
And first out of the magic sack, and I'm going to use the power of foresight to say that I now know what's going to come second out of the magic sack, because I think we should do these one after the other. So first thing to come out of the magic sack, this is from Southern Tier Brewing Company. This is their Pumking. That's Pumking Imperial Pumpkin Ale. Pumpkin pie in a glass, they call it. Do we brew with magic? Taste and see. Pumpkin's complex, luscious pie-like notes make this an otherworldly ale. One sip and you'll know why. Pumking has worn the crown since 2007. Long live the king. 8.6% alcohol by volume. This is the 2018 vintage, brewed and bottled by Southern Tier Brewing Company, Lakewood, New York. And their tagline, why the hell not? So this is original strength Pumpkin. We do also have, Chris has on the right side of his sack, he has a barrel-aged version of the Pumpkin. So we'll do this one, and then we'll actually do the other one.
Great. So we get a stronger, shittier tasting pumpkin beer.
Exactly.
Nice.
Boy,
I'm going to dig back into your sack for the bottle opener that's here.
Great. That's another digging into the sack. Wonderful. Boy, they really hyped themselves up with that description. Holy hell.
Yeah, they're pumped up, man.
Jesus.
Southern Tier throws up.
Where did we say out of? Oh, New York.
They think very proudly of their beers.
Lakewood.
I got to tell you, if you held a gun to my head, I would have told you that Southern Tier was in California. I don't know why.
I would not think New York either, actually.
Yeah.
I never thought it was.
It's Lakewood, New Jersey.
We do see a lot of Southern Tier. No, New York.
Oh, Lakewood, New York. Okay.
We see a lot of Southern Tier on the liquor stores here locally.
Yeah, they distribute very well.
Very prevalent.
So head dissipated immediately.
Yeah, it's a white head, dissipated almost immediately.
Almost
it's,
no lacing.
Yep.
A little bit cloudy.
Very little lacing.
It's a little bit carbonated, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's carbonated, but you can see the bubbles running through the glass.
Like a golden hue, a little
golden.
It's like it's like a pale yellow with almost like a golden middle, like a golden hue in the middle there.
You're right. It's like a little clearer towards the bottom.
Yep. It's like two-toned.
Yeah, pretty transparent.
Man.
Not murky.
It is pretty transparent.
I don't know why I feel like when you think of like pumpkin beers, I think like there should be more like mash look to it. You know?
Yeah, like a darker orange.
Yeah, not like darker, but just more like a hazier look to it. But clearly not. They filter their beers.
Well, it's not an IPA though, you know.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't an IPA.
No, is it?
No.
I said it's not an IPA.
Oh,
so you don't get the murky look to it.
So it smells exactly like a pumpkin beer, which I'm not a huge fan of. Like I took a big drift. Yeah, I took a big sniff and got depressed.
If only we could get a pumpkin grapefruit mix, you would be ecstatic.
I would tell you to go fuck yourself.
I should have looked for that beer.
Man.
What was I thinking?
Pumpkin grapefruit. Please listen to me. If you're watching, don't ever make a pumpkin grapefruit beer. Please.
If you make one, send it to the compound here, please.
Slide into the DMs.
It smells a little sweet though too. It doesn't smell that bad, like a spice pumpkin, no?
It smells like the topping of. It smells like every pumpkin beer ever on the face of the planet.
We're gonna be saying a lot of pumpkin today.
It smells pumpkin. It smells like pumpkin pie spicing. You know, whatever that. What is it? Nutmeg and what else is in that? Cinnamon,
some cloves
nutmeg,
and shit.
Cloves. Yeah.
You know.
Well, cloves are more of the spiced, the
fall,
winter ales.
Fall leaves and shit. No.
A little bit of grassiness. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's not horrible. It tastes a little bit like a cinnamon roll.
There's a little boozy taste to it.
No?
Surprisingly.
I immediately got the hiccups.
That's not a good sign. That didn't take long. Long.
It's there's definitely cinnamon.
You okay?
Yeah.
I'm fine, Chris. Leave me alone.
All right.
Don't look at me.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
All right.
Oh man.
Yeah,
It's not that bad though, to be honest.
No. Cinnamon. You're right though. Cinnamon. No question.
It's like a cinnamon roll, literally.
Yeah. Like a pumpkin cinnamon roll.
Like without the cream filling. Right, Chris?
I would not know, Frank. So.
Anyway, yeah, no, this is gross. I do get a like a pumpkin pulpy something in my throat. It makes me want to not drink this, nor drink the barrel version of this one. Which is
that's gonna be exciting.
You know when you have like you ever cook squash and like the inside of the squash is actually and that's the sweeter part, but the actual outside of the squash is more bitter, rindy. That's kind of what this would be. It would be like the outside part of the pumpkin.
I have a lot of questions here. Why would you eat the rind of the squash? First of all,
you wouldn't. But when you cook it, if you accidentally you're forking out what you would eat and you get a little bit of the outside of it, that's what this would taste like. So I feel like there's the bitter part, almost like a peel of a fruit. We're getting the bitter end of the pumpkin. That's what it tastes like to me.
Is the squash peel? Is it bitter?
It's bitter on the
Are you
outside.
talking about spaghetti squash?
I'm talking about, so pumpkin is a type of squash. It's a gourd. You can make
I'm
butternut.
fascinated by your eating habits, so please go ahead.
All right. So butternut squash, acorn squash, spaghetti squash,
Let me ask
whatever
you a
it may be.
You know, it turns out I was wrong. I'm not fascinated anymore.
You bake it. You bake it. If you get a little bit of the shell, that's bitter.
Yeah, you're
it
right.
feels like this is the shell of the pumpkin,
Okay.
I have to agree with him a little bit.
not the sweet, interior part.
Let me ask you a question. Do you throw marinara on your squashes as well?
It's funny. It's funny.
Of course he does.
Being Italian, spaghetti squash, you could actually fork it out. It comes
Yeah,
out like
that I've
spaghetti,
done, that I've done.
and then you put marinara sauce on it. It's excellent.
Yeah,
With
it's
Italian.
very
cheese.
good.
With the
What are you,
cheese.
5% Italian?
I'm all Italian. I'm 99% Italian, but
So it'd be like a fucking. Don't you like marinara and V8 fucking shit in your tequila and shit?
Are you asking me, do I like a Bloody Mary? Is that what
Yes,
you're trying to get to?
that's
Yes.
exactly
I enjoy Bloody Marys, and I enjoy micheladas. Is that what it is? The beer with the Bloody Mary mix?
Michelada,
That's
Yeah.
michelada, not michelada.
Michelada? Michelob?
boy, these are beer purists. You can't even get a mixed drink right.
Listen, what the fuck are you talking
Jesus
about?
Christ.
Listen, the Jersey Shore, Jenkinson's, makes a fucking amazing Bloody Mary.
Man, I've never
Just
had
saying.
it.
You ever have a Bloody Mary and it's like the works Bloody Mary? They put the slab of bacon in. They go
Yes.
with the olives. They go with the. It's unbelievable. Celery. It's like a meal. I've seen it with shrimp cocktail. I mean, it's unbelievable.
I had a Bloody Mary in Cape Coral, Florida. It might have been called Overtime. It's a sports bar in Cape Coral, Florida. They brought me a Bloody Mary. It had a slider.
Yep.
It
Sliders,
had
yep.
like a pickle and I think a piece of bacon. I forget what it was on there, but the slider. I'm looking at it, I'm like, the fucking slider on my drink.
That's awesome.
was
That's
amazing.
Awesome. That's incredible.
Anyway, you know what's not amazing?
Not,
This
Pumking
fucking-
from Southern Tier Brewing.
not this beer. That's not amazing.
Throw it
You know
down.
what might help is if we just threw these fucking back.
I'd just get rid of it.
Man,
Definitely didn't taste any better. I needed that. Ooh.
I guess we'll rate this shit, no?
Yeah.
I'll start with a 2.5.
I can't even swallow the whole thing.
Frank was eager to get started.
Frank's
Yeah.
like, all I want to do is shit on this beer. Can we get to this part, please? I just want to shit on it.
I'm actually going to agree with you. 2.5. No explanation needed.
Yeah. What is there really to explain about
I'm
this?
gonna go. I mean, you know how I feel about this whole rating. So I'm gonna go with a 3. That's like my lowest of like craft beery kind of.
You call this craft?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's
Southern
not
tier.
macro.
Southern tier. It's
You know
reputable.
what might be funny?
brew.
We should do like a Bud Light, Miller Light, Coors Light.
No, we shouldn't. Please.
Oh, it's a double.
Oh, yeah, that's 3 for you, bro.
3. What are you talking about 3? I got
That
the.
was 2.
No, it doesn't count.
No, we won't count it.
No,
And I got the first one.
You got the
dickhead.
multiplier.
Yeah, he still got 2.
You were down on the first one.
He missed his whole one almost,
No,
bro.
I missed that one. I wasn't paying attention.
You
What's
almost
the
missed his
score?
own
It's
one.
2-2-2, isn't
No,
it?
it's
No, I got 1.
2. It's 2, 1, 1.
1.
Oh, okay. All right.
Anyway,
Anyway, so wrapping that up, that's Pumking by Southern Tier Brewing Company, Imperial Pumpkin Ale, and God willing, we'll never taste anything called Pumking ever again.
No, not the king.
yeah, we could take that shit off the pedestal.
So let's reach into the magic sack. So in an effort to have nothing ever called Pumking ever again, we'll move on to Southern Tier Brewing Company, Pumking. This is your Barrel House series. This is their rum barrel aged version of the beer. It's Pumking. 13.4% alcohol by volume. Ale brewed with pumpkins, aged in rum barrels, which our good friend Chris was nice enough to bring to us.
We obviously didn't communicate before the show because we went to
No, we didn't, but it works
Same
out
brew.
well because it's going to be interesting
Right.
to see what the differences are between the two.
little piggyback.
This was bottled August of 2018. Well, here, Chris, this is your baby, so why don't you start off?
Let me pour this guy out here. Let's see what we got.
This pour is brought to you by the Hopped Up Network. Hopped Up Network, hoppedupnetwork.com. Your newest members of Hopped Up Network are, you'll never guess, it's the Gorillas of Booze. WGOB Network, the podcast version, our audio version, is the newest members of the Hopped Up Network. Check it out, hoppedupnetwork.com. Spend some time, listen to our show, and there's a million other shows there you can listen to from some really talented podcasters in the beer world.
You're getting the last pour there, bud. For that.
Yeah, I got the
for
last pour, and you guys skanked me on the amount, but it's all right. I'm not going to be mad
for
at
that
you.
remark. Last pour.
Chris went a little heavy on his. That's why.
Yeah, Chris was excited to get this in his glass.
Why would I do that?
What is it? I'm a little surprised that this is actually just a little lighter than the last one, being a barrel aged. No,
Yeah, the color you would think would be darker if you think of barrel aging.
I had about 2 fingers ahead on mine.
You know,
I don't know if it's... Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. Most of the barrel-aged beers you're going to see are stouts, though.
I don't know if it's a symptom of having the last pour. Mine actually looks like the exact same color as the last one to me. It's the same kind of almost palish yellow, and then it goes into like an ambery, orangey kind of color in the middle here.
You're right. For a last pour beer, that does not look bad color-wise, but obviously taste-wise might be a different story.
Slightly creamy, slightly white, off-white head. Dissipates a little bit slower than the last one, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Lacing non-existent. It's just like it goes right back down. You all right, bro? He sniffed on that shit like a smoke detector.
That's a good addition.
The alarm went off.
It smells like paint thinner.
Yes.
Are you serious?
I accomplished my mission.
What the fuck, dude?
I made him miserable, and he didn't even taste the beer yet. It's
what
great.
the fuck is that?
It smells like paint thinner.
It's like turpentine.
And
Holy shit!
For the viewers, I don't have a sense of smell.
there's tears
If
coming
you
out of my
haven't
eyes.
watched the show, I don't have a sense of smell. So for me, I'm
Fucking.
nothing. I got nothing at all.
That's all right. It's still killing your brain cells. You just don't realize that it's doing
Probably,
it.
probably is like sniffing a
Oh my
marker,
God.
based
Yo.
on what I'm hearing here.
All right, so I smell a little bit of pumpkin and formaldehyde.
God,
in
thank
this
God.
one.
So this is going to be a classic example of a beer. Like,
What
does
the
it taste? Does
fuck,
it taste
dude?
better? It smells that bad. Could it taste better than it smells?
Oh, it smells like a pumpkin died, and then they put it in like the
Formaldehyde.
yeah to put it like in a jar to save it.
Oh man, I was trying to go for the pour before we even drank.
You gotta
this
at
bitch.
least try it before you pour it out. There's rules to this, Frank. We're not animals.
Seriously, dude. Oh my god.
Oh boy, is that rum that I'm smelling? What is
rum
that?
barrels?
Did they just throw the rum in there?
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, did they just spike the
Just
beer? No,
threw
I know it's a
rum.
rum
Oh,
barrel,
okay,
but
okay.
Christ.
Ale brew with pumpkins aged in rum barrels. Yeah.
Never before have I smelt a beer and said to myself, I'm not going to feel good when I'm done drinking this. And that's how I feel about this one.
Well, that was my mission.
All right, enough talking. I'm gonna taste it.
Well, before we get, it smells like nothing but rum and pumpkin. A pumpkin beer with rum in it. I don't know how else to describe the smell.
Turpentine, little formaldehyde.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
You brought this shit.
Damn it!
That's exactly.
Whenever Chris makes a big move, I get nervous. I'm like, oh, fuck, what's happening? But that's probably the right reaction. Did you try it too, Frank?
Yeah. Go ahead, bud.
Jesus Christ.
I'm excited to see your face on this one.
Jiminy Christmas. He's literally throwing up on camera almost.
How do you bottle this shit?
I could hear his stomach acids coming up through his esophagus. His esophagus isn't listening.
Oh, my God.
The reflex will be strong with this one.
Son of
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I think we just killed our taste buds for the rest of the night.
I'm going to need a Pepsid when I'm done with this. Please don't break the glass. That's Frank's job.
That's right, Joe.
Woo, man. All right, so let's talk. Can we talk intelligently about this? It tastes like rum.
Yeah, the rum is super strong on this, man. I think they just poured it in there. They didn't use the barrel.
I guess there might.
right.
Well, no, you know what it is. This probably should sit for like a year. You know what I mean?
Oh,
This
really?
is definitely something that should age.
I'm sure this would taste better in a year, right?
No, I'm sure it wouldn't. But I'm just trying to find something to grasp onto.
It doesn't have many attributes.
All right, so it tastes like rum. It tastes like, I guess, a little bit pumpkin. It tastes a little bit like this one, but like that one that just got hammered with a glass of rum.
Yeah.
Like if you had a slice
Boy.
of pumpkin pie and you're
Yeah.
like, this is okay pumpkin pie. It's not great, but I guess I could eat it. And somebody comes by and is like, "Brr," and like slams his
It's like
rum on your
fucking
pie.
a
And
little-
you're like, well, fuck, now I
Right.
got to eat this.
It's like moonshine-ish, no?
It's a little bit like a pumpkin moonshine.
It's like if
Yeah.
you had a piece of pumpkin pie in a bowl and you just filled the bowl up with rum to the top and ate the pumpkin pie with the rum in it. That's what it tastes like.
pumpkin rum.
So
More rum than pumpkin pie
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
if you're a virgin of the show, if you're joining us for the first time, we do 2 beers. That's just the 2 that we're going to do tonight. Because I'm going to need to curl up and take a nap. Oh,
Yeah.
man.
That is bad.
Well, the good
Bro.
news is that rum taste lingers in your throat afterwards, so you can really continue to enjoy it.
The good news is we can only go up from here.
Yeah, really?
Don't say that. We thought that last time.
That's true. That's a good point. That's a good
I have one that may disappoint.
Yeah, Frank, you had the fuck you beer night last episode.
Yeah, speaking of, well, whatever. All right. Frank, not every time, but Frank frequently brings the fuck you beer. I'm going to bring Dick Kicker malt liquor. That should be good.
I think I might have beat Frank out this time.
What did you bring for the? Didn't you bring a shitty pumpkin beer last time for the pumpkin show?
Yeah, it's made by the same company that I brought today, if I'm not mistaken.
Fantastic.
So it'll be shitty.
Well, it won't. I'll tell you what. There's no way in hell, whatever we're gonna have after this is worse than this. The bad beer of the night may not be
This
worse.
smells like a glass of like liquor every time I move it past my face.
It tastes like.
You know what the worst part is?
A glass of liquor.
The sniff when you're going in for the sip, no matter what.
Yeah, no, I can't.
You still get the smell, and then you get the fucking taste right after. It's like fucker.
I got to use
Horrible.
the method that you guys used for that bad beer, that passion fruit bad beer.
Oh,
You
just
guys
fucking hold your nose
Both
and
you jerk offs are like,
Yeah. Well, that's the only way to drink it.
yeah, it's just the guy with no smell.
Oh man, I got nothing good to say about that. I mean,
It was for effects.
you still get a little cinnamon as well. It's like a fuck you cinnamon with rum, and
Oh God, it's so bad. Each sip is worse than the one before it.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
You think, like you said, is this beer that should be aged longer?
I don't
think
this
it
is a
really
beer
makes
that
a
shouldn't be
difference.
produced.
Shouldn't be bottled.
Is there a date on here?
Yeah. Try it. Here, they bottled it in August of 2018, but it tells you here, like, hey, drink it or store it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, or
These barrel aged beers, they
yeah.
age well. But I mean, you know what it probably would do? It probably would chill out a little bit of that rum.
yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I mean, that's the idea of aging, right? It chills out that flavor a little bit. Chris is on the board for 3.
Sounds like a disclaimer because they know it's going to be as bad as it really is, and they're
Yeah,
just
all
going
that
to use that as
fucking-
an excuse.
All that promotion and wording for that shit. That
Right.
They put,
I have an idea.
that
Can we-
turpentine they put into the fucking glass.
It's almost like somebody's lying. You go over out of your way to make shit up.
Can we pour the rest of these beers back into the bottle, and that'll be Chris's beer for a slosh talk? Because you know he's gonna lose.
We could pour the rest into yours if you want. All right.
It would have been fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
I gotta tell you, if
If
you
you
got a
would've
little
fucking-
quicker, you would have gotten me for sure.
Doug almost got up
I
and
just like smashed my hand through in the glass
That's
because I
what
don't
I
want
was
to
gonna
drink it.
say.
He almost got up.
I'll go to the hospital, bitch. I'm not drinking this.
He almost sprinted from the table. He was so not excited to get
It's
that.
all fun and games. I'll go to the fucking emergency room. I don't give a fuck. I'm not
I'll
drinking
take a
this.
shot of anything off this rack over this fucking
Right.
thing.
Yeah, I would agree with that actually.
Yeah, Doug, if you give this motherfucker a 3, we're gonna fight.
No, this is not getting a 3.
Are
Those
we-
rules go out the window.
But it's a craft beer.
Is there going to
know,
be
I know.
is there going to be any credit given to how they made the beer? The,
Yeah, there's
the
a-
interesting.
There's a stop brewing this beer credit.
No, but I mean,
Suggestion.
they tried to do something interesting. Are we going to give them any brownie points for that?
Interesting.
Doug,
There's nothing interesting about
pounds the
pumpkin
table.
Each sip is harder than the first.
I thought you were gonna down it, and then I saw you brought it back. You're like, fuck that shit.
It really is. You're right. It actually.
I can't even be like, hey, well, listen, I'm tasting a little bit of cinnamon. I'm tasting some,
It's just fucking
some
rum
allspice.
punch.
I'm tasting fucking burning rum.
Yeah.
And like a tiny, tiny little hint of bad pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like bitter. Yeah. Pumpkin pie you left out
You're
too
getting like
long.
this
and
burning sensation in your esophagus.
Uh huh.
I'm getting a hey, you're gonna be sick in a little while.
Yeah,
flavor.
that's your stomach acids coming up.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
gonna make you throw up shortly.
Fucking bile.
That's what that is. Your stomach bile. Oh man.
I'm gonna actually knock this the fuck back.
Yeah?
You know, it's either one or the other. You got to do that.
Oh man, that really tastes like pink thinner now.
Oh, God bless both of you.
You wanna break the glass?
He's like in an old West town where he's like slamming the shot glass
Fuck,
down.
thank you, Chris. You ever heard that before? Fuck, thank you.
Here's the ball. The ball is there.
Yeah, choke on
The
it.
ball
you
is
bitch.
available.
Sorry.
Choke on it, bitch. Chris, can you use your right hand to grab anything, please?
No, yeah, here.
No. Leave the glass.
Oh, here.
Just
What do you need?
leave the glass. Take the
I'll
cannoli.
leave it in the back of the back of our
He
shelf.
said, "Take the cannoli." What are you fucking?
Leave the gun. Take the cannoli.
Doug, I tell you, I don't know what's going on here. You gotta slug her back.
I know. I don't want to do that. I mean, this is like it's like taking a shot. Fuck it. It's like taking a shot, right? So,
Yeah.
as always on Girls of Booze, Doug always finishes his beer last. I do, but finish your booze.
Down in one of your piece of. Oh, look at that. Formaldehyde,
Drink it like a beer
paint thinner.
mug.
That's really bad, man.
Yeah, it's bad.
All right, get that shit off the pedestal, please, because we don't want to see that there anymore. Woo!
Off you go. Oh, here.
Ooh.
Put them over here.
Way off the fucking table.
Off the grid. Off the grid.
Non-competer.
My body's trying to hiccup it out of my body.
Yeah. Mission accomplished.
I'm gonna start. It's a 1.5.
I'm gonna go a 0.5.
I'm giving it a 1.
It's so bad.
That was a solid fucking one.
I wish you all could taste what we just tasted. It was just fucking
You
terrible.
can. It's available to you. Go to the
Well, you
fuck.
can.
Any fucking
Go
shit.
to a store.
Just don't buy it. Just don't buy it.
Steal it. and then like
Regurgitate it out.
when you're starting to walk past the cashier and he's like, "Oh, you got to pay for it." Go back to the cashier and punch him in the face, and then walk out with the bottle. Take a swig of it and then smash the bottle on the ground.
Or you could say to the cashier, "You should pay me to take this from you because it's that bad.
God, dude.
You should pay me."
It's atrocious.
Ugh, goodness.
Well,
We're off to a great start.
Yeah, we're not. But this is always what happens though. Like, hey, this will be a good idea, and then it's the shittiest beers. Oh, Chris, it's so bad.
it was a tie.
The time, what are you talking about?
If you thought that was a tie, you're not using your eyeballs.
What's Italia?
The fucking
What did you just say? Or
the
on the
turpentine
podcast,
is eating at his brain right now.
on the podcast, didn't you say you had better than perfect vision? You thought that shit was a tie?
I didn't say my reflexes are better.
No,
than
he's-
perfect.
Chris, like, bang.
Your
Chris,
peripherals ain't shit either.
It was a tie.
Damn.
I have the reflexes of orangutan.
You got the into the sack again.
Let me move back so you just graze it. Hopefully. I got him.
every time I'm reaching in the sack, you get me. It's bullshit.
It's intentional. I think that's 3 for you.
That'd be 2, but okay.
What am I at 3?
You're at 4.
No, you're at 4. No,
You
you're
can't
at, yes,
count
you are.
or
You're
see.
at 4.
I'm at 4. What are you at?
Yeah,
3? You're at
I'm at 1.
No, you're not. He's not.
I'm at 1.
What is it? 4.
It's 1, 4, 2.
No.
It is.
I'm down 2.
You're down 2.
You're
always
down to, sir.
Jesus Christ.
You're down to another fucking horrible pumpkin beer. They call that a smooth segue.
And
folks.
coming out of the orange
That was
corner.
nice, though. That was nice.
This is very clearly based on what Frank said before. This is Frank's offering. You know how else I can tell it's Frank's offering? Because he gets in a horrible beer, and he gets it in the largest possible bottle.
Right, he does.
He's like, hey, this is going to be gross. Let me get the biggest bottle of it I can find.
He actually
so this
does do
is
that.
from Elysian Brewing,
Our favorite
in
company.
Seattle, Washington. This is the Great Pumpkin, Imperial Pumpkin Ale. Boy, there are a lot of words on this label.
It's called.
The Imperial.
Can you read it after that last beer?
What am I, my grandfather?
Are you able to?
The Imperial Pumpkin Ale. The Great Pumpkin is the world's first Imperial Pumpkin Ale. Would that be true? This is the
that
world's
true?
first Imperial
I
Pumpkin
would
Ale.
have to fucking
Should we
Google that
fact
after
check
this.
that?
Yeah, let's fact check
let's
that,
fact
please. I'm
check
begging
that.
somebody to fact check that.
That doesn't seem right.
Anyway, it's packed with pumpkin and roasted pumpkin seeds and spiced with cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, and allspice.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Oh, this is an important thing. Let's play a game right now. Everybody plays paper, rock, scissors, right? So let's do it. Paper, rock, scissors until one person's left. Ready?
Okay.
It's 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay.
Right? No, you too, Frank. All of us.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, shoot. So you're
Bam,
out.
bam. Oh,
No,
you're
you're out. No, you're out. You're good.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. You're out.
Oh, I got you.
Now
I
it's
got
me
you.
and Frank.
Okay, I got you.
1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Motherfucker.
You're
So
out.
you're gonna get the last pour. That's
Yes.
important because pour carefully. The Great Pumpkin is unfiltered and may contain sediment. Now listen to me. Pour the entire contents into your glass, Frank. Don't be a bitch.
Hey, we got to go
I am
above
definitely not doing
the,
that.
above the letter and
What?
use the bigger bottle.
This is the first company that I've ever seen that does this. They put a phone number on here. So if this beer sucks,
You
call
them and tell
844.
It's kind of like those big rigs that say, "Does my driving suck?" And then there's a number
It's
on it.
844.
You're an asshole.
Yeah. You drive like a dick.
It's 844 Hopline, 844 HOPLINE, and tell Elysian Brewing what you think. It's a 1 pint bottle, 1.6 fluid ounces. Jesus. It's a 1 pint, 6 fluid ounce bottle. Alcohol content is 8.4% alcohol by volume. The Great Pumpkin from Elysian Brewing.
Can I make a proposition right now?
Can you not do that while I'm reaching down here?
Can we call them on camera, put our phone on speakerphone, and literally do
The review.
the review?
Like, hi, we're over here. We're
serious.
about
Call.
to review your
Here,
beer.
right, right,
Well,
right.
my phone's like 6%.
Let's not do that.
No, I'm sure. Why not?
I am curious what it,
They
what,
would,
what
they
it
would
says
love
here.
to see it.
Yeah, but it'd be good if they can actually hear what the fucking.
They can hear it. We're gonna hold it to the mic. We're gonna put on speakerphone. I
Bear
think
with
we
us, folks. 844 HOP hotwire.com LINE.
Let's see what we got. Let's see if it's real.
Thank you for calling Elysian. Our offices may be closed, but we still want to hear from you. Feel free to give us a call back during our business hours, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific Time, or visit us anytime via Facebook and Twitter, or at ElysianBrewing.com.
Oh, and they hang up. So I can't even say, hey, listen, this is the Gorillas of Booze. We just want to talk to you for a minute. Give us a call.
Yeah,
All right.
see how it is. We see how it is.
Anyway, we tried.
Let's try it.
We tried. So, every time.
You're an asshole.
So, Frank's going to get the last pour.
No, why would I get the last pour?
Because you lost paper, rock, scissors. It was 3 seconds ago.
That was the rules. You got to pour it higher. It's a bigger,
it's gonna
bigger
be
bottle.
halfway
I
of
know,
G.
Chris.
All right.
Halfway of the G.
I'm just checking you. I'm
The
checking.
middle letters.
Just make sure Frank gets the sediment and stuff in the bottom.
Oh, I can make sure of that.
This is almost the exact same color as the last one.
A little darker.
This
It's a
looks
little more
pumpkin-y.
pale down here, and then it moves into like the darker kind of orangish, ambery color.
got
What
more of
the
a-
fuck is that at the bottom?
That's going in your glass, so we can all see it together.
That's what you brought, Dick. So this is fitting.
Yeah.
This is very
No,
fitting.
no, you don't slow pour. Pour the shit in the glass.
All right,
Frank.
you motherfucker.
That's why you lost. Oh, look at that. Look at the cultures.
Oh,
That's
boy.
life forms that you're
You
about
happy?
to get into
You
your
happy?
body.
Should I get every drop or?
That's
You get
like
every single drop.
Motherfucker.
That's like from Alien Covenant, the movie with the
All
colonies.
right, you can put that up
the
there,
alien
front and center,
colonies.
sir.
Not for long.
Oh, I feel like an asshole for admitting this. This one smells delicious, actually.
So, a little bit of a darker hue, I think, right? It looks more like caramelly.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
know?
it was a little bit darker at the top, a little bit more pale in the bottom. The head dissipated fairly quickly.
Some
it was,
nice lacing going down now.
again, kind of an off-white head.
It's
got
Yeah,
more
it
of a-
dissipated quick.
More of a pumpkin color to it.
Lacing is good.
Really? Pumpkin color?
I
Yeah,
mean,
he's
The
just,
outside or the inside?
no, the beard.
he just likes to
dickhead.
say stuff while he's
So it's just spreading over
swirling shit into my bar top.
So yeah, it looks better visually.
It smells better
It
to you?
smells delicious. You don't think so?
Am I getting a different scent?
Well, you got the last pour.
It's like a little more of a gym sock smell to it too, though. in my
Really?
opinion. Yeah,
Dude, honest to God, it smells to me like
like an actual cinnamon roll, actually. Right?
No. It smells to me like the cartons of applesauce that you can get that you open up and they have the cinnamon on them. That's what this smells like to me. And maybe I'm grading on the curve
heavy,
based on my
heavy
my last two experiences, but this one smells delicious to me. A lot of cinnamon,
Yeah,
a little bit of
cinnamon.
allspice, maybe a little tiny bit of pumpkin, but it smells like apple to me.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's more exciting to me considering we have a lot more of it in our glass than the first one.
It smells delicious, dude.
Wow, I'm really and you're not even a fan of pumpkin beers usually.
No. Jesus Christ. No, I don't like pumpkin beers, but this smells delicious.
That says something. Okay.
The taste is...
There's something weird there in the taste for me.
I taste a lot of like cinnamon. I taste a lot of spice in this, like cinnamon and allspice and nutmeg and that kind of thing. I still taste apple the way I do in the smell.
Yeah. It's a sweeter taste, no question.
It's sweet for sure. Not cloyingly, like it doesn't
Yeah.
hang, but it's sweet.
More drinkable. Much
It's
more
like
drinkable.
It goes down easy.
Yeah.
it's a little leafy. I don't know if that's a.
Well, they have leaves on pumpkins, don't they?
No, I'm just saying. No, I'm sure they don't throw it in the fucking.
Yeah,
mash.
no, they put the whole thing in there.
No, yeah, okay.
Pumpkins and everything, or leaves.
The
and
whole
everything.
stem and
The
all.
fall
Yeah,
leaves,
yeah, they chop a tree down. They fucking shake the tree over the thing.
blend it up in a blender.
Acorns fall in. It's a whole thing, Frank.
It is cinnamon rolly,
Cinnamon roll-ish.
rollish, and
Yeah.
it is. I do taste the apple too. I agree with both of you, which is very unusual that I agree with both of you at once. But
Yeah, because
actually,
because your taste buds are shit.
well, they probably are. No, I taste both. There's something else that I can't figure out.
There's a weird thing for me there. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying
There's
it's horrible,
something
but there's something there that's lingering. That's kind of weird.
It's
Like a bitter clove or something. I don't know.
Well, it did say cloves in the description, did it not?
I don't remember now. It was a
you-
long time ago.
I
It was
think
like
you
it
did.
was like a whole 5 minutes ago that I read the description. I can't be expected to remember that kind of stuff.
Allspice, cloves, I think you said. I
It's
think
no, it's like all the spices that are all the spices, flavorings, whatever that are in a pumpkin pie. All of that is there for sure.
right.
I'm getting like a fish oil taste. That's what I'm getting.
Fish oil. Wow.
Yes,
Omega? You got Omega?
I'm being serious.
Kenny Omega? I don't know that I've ever tasted fish oil.
Honey. I fucking knew it.
Honey.
Honey.
That's what I tasted.
Well, like raw honey, like honeycomb honey.
like honeycomb
That's what
honey.
you're tasting, or that's what you're smelling?
Tasting. Well,
Tasting.
I can't,
Oh, okay,
I can't
all right.
smell though. You know.
You almost got him.
You
You
know
almost
the
got
backstory.
this motherfucker.
I'm gonna get him. Listen to
get
me
tripping.
before we stop recording. I'm gonna get this motherfucker.
There's nothing to
Got
get.
tripping.
I was
I'm
born.
gonna shit inside your nose. And be like, you're definitely gonna be like, is that some feces I smell? What is that?
You're
Listen,
gonna revive his fucking senses.
listen. You could
by
put
shitting on his nose.
you could put gasoline in the nose. You could put turpentine. I can't smell the strongest.
We just
of
put
stuff.
turpentine on
Well,
your
that's true. That's true. I couldn't smell it. That's my point. That's what I'm saying.
All right, listen. Honey, I could see honey.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
honey. That's what it
actually
was.
a pretty good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was
Honey
a
is-
description. Right?
Honey, cinnamon, applesauce.
I'm still getting a shitload of fish oil right now. I don't know why that shit's stuck in my head.
If you're getting fish oil, did you have some seafood today and you're
I
fucking
don't know.
about to
That
puke?
fucking turpentine really fucked my shit up. I don't know what the fuck's happening right now.
Frank could literally lick the walls and the paint will come off right now.
You're probably fucking right. Fuck you, Chris.
You know what's funny? I noticed these dickheads both trying to pour their pumpkin ale into my beer. So I pulled my beer back, and then they're like, okay, fucking plan B. Fucking dicks.
Did you see me try to pour it in your
Yes,
glass?
I saw you. I saw you because you lifted your glass off the table. That's all I saw. Yes, it's pretty obvious. When you fucking do this,
I've been
pretty
trying
obvious.
to angle at your shit for like 5 minutes.
I saw. I got good peripherals. I
Peripheral.
got good peripherals.
Oh my god! Please, all right, please, everyone, focus.
That wasn't even intentional. I couldn't help it.
3, 6, 1.
I have 3. He's got 6. You got 1. Yeah, so we're still. This actually, I find this beer a little bit pleasant, honestly.
Pleasant for a pumpkin ale or pleasant in general?
Which I didn't expect based on my last experience with a pumpkin Elysian beer.
No, but is it a pleasant beer just from the whole, the wide spectrum?
I gotta be honest,
or is
I don't think of it as a pumpkin beer. It tastes like applesauce to
right.
me.
You did
so.
say that. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Do you get pumpkin? Like, do you taste what?
But you can watch your glass though, Chris. So
Oh, that was actually pretty good. Very little got poured out of that.
You cannot pour it on the whole table either.
I guess I'll finish my beer. Half of this is from you.
Oh, man.
Oh, I thought you had some left. I was gonna try to get you. Damn it. All right. Never mind.
Who wants to start? Oh, you brought it, so start. No, you brought it. Frank, why'd you start?
I'm giving it no more than a 3, man. That's as far as I go. 3.
A 3?
It's better than the last 2, obviously. And I'm not a fan of pumpkin, so it's just not very well.
We going down the line here?
Either way. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna, I'll give you a little more respect than that. We'll go 3.75. Good pumpkin ale.
Whoa.
One of the better ones I've had. Wasn't offensive and make me fucking want to kill somebody. So 3.75.
I'm actually going to go 3.75 too. Don't let the watch your glass moment here fool you. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm just paranoid about the barrel aged thing that's causing the problems in my stomach right now. So I had to get rid of some of what I had. So 3.75 for me also.
Man, that was fucking. I mean, I know it's better than the other ones, but it was not that great.
Was it as good as the Great Pumpkin, or was it great?
It was better than turpentine.
Hold on. Let's break this question down because we gotta really talk about this question. So the question was, is it better than the Great Pumpkin or is it great? How do you answer that question?
Do you know you ever watch a Charlie Brown?
All right, so you're asking, is the beer better than the Charlie Brown special?
Yes.
Or is the beer just great? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
How do you? I don't.
Because listen, seasonal beer. I'm trying to keep it in season. Trying to, I like, I decorate my house Halloween. I'm into the seasons. I do the same thing with Christmas. I like it.
It's November.
Yeah, but you still have the harvest stuff out.
Listen,
you still got the scarecrows
if anyone out there
and
can
the
help
pumpkins.
me, please help me. Is this beer better than the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown special, or is it just great? Period. Can somebody please? Send an email.
I thought that was a great
or just DM us at Girls of Booze on Instagram and tell me what the fuck does that mean? How do I answer that question?
They know. It's a great cartoon.
Somebody got it.
Every year they put it on. It's about 30 years old.
And into the sack he goes again.
Our good friend Derek actually brought these to us and said, hey, I heard you guys are doing a pumpkin show. I have these pumpkin beers. Give them a shot. So we have 2. It's the same beer. We're just going to torture ourselves by pouring 24 ounces out amongst us instead of 12. So this is New Belgium, Voodoo Ranger special release. This is Atomic Pumpkin, they call it.
Special release.
Nice.
So it's from New Belgium. Of course, New Belgium famous for, was it Fat Tire and Purple Haze?
Fat Tire.
That's New Belgium.
Fat Tire, yeah.
This is their pumpkin. It's an ale brewed with pumpkin, cinnamon, and chilies.
Oh.
A pumpkin ale featuring cinnamon and habanero chili peppers for just the right amount of heat. It's a 6.4% alcohol by volume. Enjoy by January of 2019, so we're well within.
Yep.
Well within the.
And these beers last a long time too, by the way.
It would have been nice if you told me there was heat in it like that before I told you to grab 2 bottles instead of 1.
You know what?
What is the fun in that?
I think you might like this more than you think, Frank. I'm just guessing.
I mean, I like hot stuff, but
So it's the Voodoo Ranger Atomic Pumpkin. So it's a pumpkin ale with cinnamon and habanero peppers.
this is definitely the lightest pour out of all the ones we had so far.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I'm kind of excited to taste this beer.
So definitely a little bit lighter than the other ones.
Yeah, it's like a lighter.
This looks like apple juice.
It's like a golden color with a little bit of like
A yellowish.
It's a
orange.
reddish
a
little
real light
hue.
ambery kind of hue in it. White head, dissipated pretty quickly.
How do our pores look compared to each other? Pretty close, right?
Lacing is
we're good.
decent,
Don't you
decent
worry about it.
lacing, and hangs around there.
Yeah, all exactly the same.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it smells like a cross between the first two beers, not the barrel-aged abortion, but the other two beers. It's like a cross between the two of them with like a little bit of a heat in the
Yeah, you
aroma.
do smell a little heat in there.
You can smell the heat.
It doesn't smell like super hot though.
No, but you can smell a little
like
bit.
you can smell a little bit of like a chili in there. Again, with the same kind of pumpkin spice, so like the allspice, cinnamon, that kind of thing.
I don't smell any cinnamon though on this.
You don't smell any cinnamon? That's like
No.
all I get is like cinnamon and spice.
You taste more heat on actually. When you take a bigger gulp, you get that heat. Like
I don't really get it. Do you? Because
Take a bigger
I
gulp.
like heat and drinks. So
No, I'm saying like in the not taste, but like in your throat, like a.
Oh yeah, bigger. You're right. Yeah, back of your
Right?
throat, the bigger gulp you get. Yep.
Little burn there.
In the back of your throat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. It's a
He's
little
right.
bit there.
He's right, actually.
Oh no! Watch your glass, Chris.
Get out of here, you son of a bitch.
Boom.
Well, there we go. That settles that argument that we had before.
So, no, honestly though, this isn't a bad beer. I just didn't want to drink all of it because I'm fucking sick of these.
Yeah, you don't want to drink all of it. You pour it in my glass. How about that, dick?
Well, that's watch your glass, sir.
Yeah, watch your dick.
Why are you gonna do
Watch
something on
your
my
dick. I don't think I want to put a graphic up here for watch your dick. I'm afraid of what that's gonna look like. You know what I
Well,
could do?
If it's Frank, it'll be the size of a mouse.
Oh yeah,
oh no.
That's kind of a
weird.
weird thing to know, huh?
That's weird.
I mean, honestly though, it's just it's pretty mute. Was that it?
You sure you don't want to call it taint, you weirdo?
Was that? Well, fuck you.
I don't think he knows what the word taint means.
No, he does not know what the
Can
word
you spell
taint
taint?
It's T-A-I-N-T.
Fucking wrong, bitch.
No, that's not wrong at all.
is. You forgot a T, Chris.
I said T.
You said one T.
Yes.
Yeah. There's two T's.
T-A-I-N-T.
No, you forgot the A though.
I did not.
You did.
It's on camera. I
You said T-A.
T-A-I-N-T.
Right, you forgot the I.
I said, what the fuck?
What are you talking about?
Are we in the Twilight Zone? I said T-A-I-N-T.
You just said before that you agree you missed the T.
What is going on? I don't
Did
even.
he or did he not say I agree I missed the T?
Frank, I don't even know what's going on.
Listen, man, this is good stuff.
I'm not.
Spell it again.
Are we on the same planet?
Spell it again.
Are you on planet
Spell
Earth?
taint.
T-A-I-N-T.
No. You forgot it then.
We're not even on planet
Chris,
Earth.
it's T-A-I-N-T.
Are you on Saturn?
That's not what you said.
Is this?
Say it again.
You're on Uranus.
You forgot a
aren't
T.
you? I'm not saying it again. It's just now it's just stupid at this point. You know, it's almost as stupid as a beer again.
You're never gonna get me.
I got you.
Focused.
I got
I'm
you
dialed
once.
in.
I got you once.
You got me last time.
Yeah.
I'm dialed in now.
Yeah,
I need
you're
my
dialed
own
in.
little table over here.
It doesn't work that way, pal.
I know it
that
doesn't
way.
work that way. You fuck.
Yeah, I mean it's so what were the prevalent peppers? It just said chili peppers.
No, it's
right?
habaneros.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I get that.
I don't hate it.
It's not bad though. It's actually not a bad.
It's not
bad
bad.
cake.
No, it's not bad. I mean,
I just feel like a lot of the other flavors are pretty mute. Like the pumpkin is not really that like apparent,
yeah.
and the cinnamon is a little bit there, a little clovey, but other than that, just
Yeah, there's more clove in this one than the
Yeah.
other.
You know what
three.
it's almost like? It's almost like just a lager with habaneros. Like I don't
lager.
Well, isn't it though? Like you don't get the pumpkin as much, right? So isn't it almost just like a simple lager? No, I'm not gonna say pilsner.
I think
It's
you
a
mean
fairly light tasting beer, so
I think you mean
I
an
get
ale.
what you're saying with that. Yeah.
or an ale.
It's more like an ale.
All right. I'm gonna do that myself then.
You know, here's how you can tell that Chris has a compassionate heart.
He could have easily poured that
Because
shit
in
in
the
your
same
glass.
scenario, I would have dumped my entire beer in his glass.
Yeah.
You're a good guy, Chris.
Yeah, I know.
Don't let anybody tell you different.
I know, Doug.
You're a good guy.
That's
I'm
why
aware.
you're gonna
I'm
lose.
aware.
You're a good guy.
I'm aware of that.
So cute.
I'm aware.
It's always on Girls of Booze.
Finish
and
your motherfucking
Girls of
beer.
Booze TV. Finish your motherfucking booze.
Finish your
Finish
beer.
what you have left in your glass anyway.
Finish your beer in your GoB-TV glass.
So that was that. Let's I guess let's rate the Voodoo Ranger, whatever the fuck, special edition atomic fuck you in the mouth pumpkin. I'm sorry, make love to your mouth pumpkin ale.
Yeah.
Something.
Yes.
Frank, you want to start?
I'm gonna give it a 3.25. That's as far as I like the kick in it. Other than that, there's not much that I really liked about it.
Frank.
So the only thing I really liked about it, it had a little kick to it. Other than that, it's not no real big flavor profiles coming out of this beer. You know, But at least it was a little better than the turpentine and the shit beer that we had before it.
But could you take paint off the wall with it? Probably not.
No, you can't do it with this one.
All right. Yeah, like we alluded to earlier, it tastes like an ale or it tastes like a lager with habaneros. Yeah. So I wouldn't know there's pumpkin in there, honestly. And I don't want to take it away from you. I'm sorry if you were going to say that. But 3.25, I think you rated. That's about what I put it at.
You're done?
Yeah.
I wish I could remember what I gave the Elysian beer, but I've had about 40 beers at this point, so I can't remember what I gave the Great Pumpkin. Because I like this one about the same. So I'm going to call this one a 3.75 for me. It the heat in it is not...
we're tied up, baby.
Oh, man, it's ugly.
Booyah!
Let me focus. The heat in this one is not off-putting. It's like there's a little bit of a burning, but it's not super, super aggressive, as long as you don't take a big mouthful of it. To me, the flavors of the Elysian one and this one are pretty similar other than the heat, so I like them about the same. So I think I went 3.75 here, so I'm going to go 3.75 here too. So
right.
I can't be mad at either of them.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
that's fair.
That brings us to the end of the quote-unquote good beer section of our show. So let's just recap real quick, and we'll pick kind of between us what beer we thought won the night. So the first one was Southern Tier Brewing Company's Pumking Imperial Pumpkin Ale.
Southern Tier.
We went from there to its older brother. Did you? I'm like gunshot.
No.
We went from there to its older brother, also from Southern Tier Brewing Company. This is the rum barrel aged version of Pumking. From there, we went to the Great Pumpkin Imperial Pumpkin Ale from Elysian Brewing, and of course, we finished off with New Belgium's Voodoo Ranger Special Release Atomic Pumpkin, which is the pumpkin ale brewed with cinnamon and habanero peppers. So I guess let's start in the middle. Chris, do you have a favorite of the four?
You know, and this is a rarity based on our last show. The beer Frank brought was beyond fucking abysmal. I got to go with Elysian. Elysian for me is number one. Very good.
So Chris picks the Elysian Great Pumpkin as his winner. Frank?
I'm going to say Mount Elysian.
Yeah?
Yep.
Are you being a homer or are you saying that?
No, this to me it was like the better tasting beer.
Okay.
All right.
So that's two for the Elysian. I got to be honest with you. I'm not trying to be difficult. I almost feel the exact same about the Great Pumpkin and this Voodoo Ranger beer. But at the end of the day, I don't 1,000% love the burning. So all things being equal, I'm also going to go with the Great Pumpkin from Elysian.
The clear-cut winner.
The winner tonight,
Yeah.
the undefeated champion of the night is Elysian Brewing's the Great Pumpkin Imperial Pumpkin Ale.
Which I brought you, punk bitch.
Which Frank brought. So now it's time for everyone's favorite segment at home.
Man, I really got to get home right now.
It's
Guys,
time.
I like to cut this short.
It's time for Bad Beer of the Night. So tonight's bad beer is from Blue Hills Brewery.
That's not a pumpkin.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, that was like 5 years ago.
No way, dude.
That was 5 years ago.
I thought you finished that bullshit.
Bro, they were so excited we bought all the beers out of their fridge.
Everyone relax. So this is sort of the shape of a pumpkin. This is our watermelon wheat. It's a Wamapatuk. Wamapatuk? Can you relax? It was like 4 years ago. It wasn't 5 years ago. This is the Blue Hills Brewing watermelon wheat.
Are you fucking kidding me?
It's
we might die tonight.
Listen, it's an easy drinker. It's a 4.8% alcohol by volume from South Shore. Why would South Shore?
Don't fucking promote them. That beer was shit.
Yeah,
when I had it.
I don't know anything.
4.8 now 12.8.
This wheat beer is a traditional German style Hefeweizen flavored with just a hint of watermelon.
Yeah.
Made with more than 60% wheat, noble German hops, and fermented using a Bavarian yeast strain. Note the banana and clove flavors imported by the yeast. This is a very refreshing beverage at 4.8% alcohol by volume. Perfect for any hot summer day. So this is probably 4 years old, this bottle, and I'm going to guess that the subtle banana and clove flavors
are gone.
I'm even going to guess that the watermelon flavor is gone.
Yeah, I think it's all. We might be gone, actually, after we drink it. So you don't rotate your door beers, is what you're telling me. Oh, this is gonna be fucking terrible.
That is correct. I don't rotate
get the
my.
last beer. I don't get the last four this time.
I don't rotate my tour beers. Is correct.
Frank, you couldn't have grabbed that any quicker.
Oh my God! Slow down.
Oh. My. This smells like rotten watermelon candy.
Rotten. Yeah, great. Watermelon cotton candy.
This smells like I'm gonna get sick.
Hey, guess what? I'm not getting the last pour either because you dickheads under poured. How about that?
Oh my God.
Doug, you were excited to get that in there.
Well, I feel bad because you get tortured a lot. So
Jesus Christ.
I'll take the punishment.
He's got compassion. I can't believe it.
I'm not explaining this. I'm not even gonna fucking. I'm gonna gargle.
It smells like rotten watermelon candy.
Oh my God. Oh, look at that.
Which you didn't go to, dickhead. I told you about 10 times and you didn't want to go.
Oh. I'm definitely pouring this shit in somebody's glass.
Chris, keep talking shit because you're going to start Slash Dog with a bad beer, and I have another bottle of Blue Hills ready for you.
Let me make a proposal. You might want to check that camera and see where the total's at. By the way,
I don't need to check the camera.
I don't think
you're
down.
one ahead of me because we were tied, and then you just lost. So now you're one ahead of me because he got you.
You made one back.
Oh fuck,
Whatever
dude.
the fuck, you're leading.
Leading to go drink the worst.
And you lost on your fucking up. You lost on your own.
Fuck! It wasn't on camera though.
Of course it's on camera. What do you mean it wasn't on camera?
Nah, we're not.
The fucking camera's pointing.
We're editing.
I'm not gonna
It
edit
don't matter
that
if you edit that.
Why would I edit you burping and not doing the fucking thing on yourself? I would never edit that out in a million years.
That's his thing.
Now you're down 2.
Listen.
Focus on
Oh man, this is fucking atrocious, dude.
This is like if watermelon gum goes rotten.
Is it not expected though? I mean, it's 5 years old. Or 4 years old.
I don't really think this through because I like when I find a bad beer, I'm like, this is gonna be funny. But then I'm like, oh wait, I gotta drink it too. If we're ever in danger of dying, it's gonna be in our next episode. So check out our next episode. It'll be a stout episode. We're gonna have our first ever guest reviewer sitting in.
Yeah.
And we have a bad beer of the night that you may see somebody vomit on camera, or one of us may pass away on camera.
You know, the rating's gonna be really high now.
Is it what I think it is?
Talking about now.
Is it what I think it is?
Yes, of course it is.
All right, I'm not gonna be honest. I'm gonna fucking knock this shit back. I can't fucking. I'm gonna be a bitch about it too.
Knock it back.
So bad.
Please.
So bad.
Come on. Look. What's the matter with?
Can you please throw up on camera? Can somebody please throw up on camera?
Want me to help you?
How's
I'm
this
gonna do
been?
it all over this fucking table.
It's been a little over a year.
Oh, disgusting.
By the way,
Put your finger
if
in
you're
there.
following along, somehow we've been at this for a little over a year, and nobody's thrown up on a camera. All right. Thank you for that, but I'm telling you, you're giving me too much credit. What are you going to get me?
I know.
Are you going to throw up? Dude, seriously, are you going to throw up? Come on, everybody watch. Watch him. Look at him.
Oh, fuck me, man. That's bad.
You don't like the 4-year-old watermelon wheat?
You.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, we gotta look at the stats. Slug it down, mug.
I heard you the first time you called me mug, you fucking prick. As always on Girls Booze. Did you see that? I don't know if you saw it at home, but how did you not break that glass?
I don't know.
At the same time that I spilled beer on myself, you almost broke the glass.
As always on Gorillas.
As always on Girls Booze, spill beer on yourself and almost break your glass. No, always finish your booze.
Finish your booze.
Followed by throwing up.
I thought I was gonna spill.
There was just more in the glass than I thought there was. Oh my god.
Great.
Oh my god. All right. So. Oh. All right.
You gonna make it?
Girls and booze. Are we done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So that's that's the pumpkin episode.
All right.
No. Oh my god, it's so bad. All right. Girls and Booze in the house. GoB-TV, Girls and Booze TV. Doug, Chris, and Frank. You know how we do. Follow us on social media, every form of social media. We are Girls and Booze on Instagram, Booze Girls on Twitter, Girls and Booze on Facebook. Is it Girls and Booze? Yeah, Girls and Booze on Facebook. I don't know. I don't even know what the fuck we are. Just, you can figure it out. Girls and Booze on Vero. We are the WGOB Network on YouTube. That's the home of all of our video shows. So that's all of our Girls and Booze TV. Chris is definitely losing.
Nail on the coffin.
As well as the home of all of our one-shots, our quick hits. That'll also be the home of Stout of the Union.
I give up on this. I'm not even trying.
Our stout-based show, it's going to be like a quick episode, one stout at a time. One stout at a time, figure it out. Hey, is there any chance that we're going to find a stout that we actually like? That's the idea of Stout of the Union. Separate of that, our next episode is going to be a fully stout show. We'll have our first guest reviewer in, our first fourth chair guest to sit in with the stout show, so we're pretty excited about that. Also, WGOB Network, our podcast, our audio version. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, SoundCloud, Google Play. That's the home of all of our audio stuff. So it's GOB Radio, as well as the Booze Tutor podcast. If you want to, which is your straight up, no frills, no thrills, no excitement, no funniness, just bang, 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 just information about beer styles one by one. It's also going to be the home of our new show, Frank Reviews, where this chucklehead has to watch wrestling and review it because he hates it. The podcast stuff, the audio version of what we do, is also available to you now on the Hopped Up Network. So that's hoppedupnetwork.com, hopped up like hopped up on beer, hoppedupnetwork.com, which is the home essentially of independent beer podcasts, which is a bunch of different podcasts all coming together. We're trying to support each other, build each other up, big up each other, build our audience, get our all of our stuff in front of more ears. So check out hoppedupnetwork.com. Woo! That's all the social media stuff.
This is a rough episode.
Yeah.
Fitness Empire on Instagram if you want to see Chris get fat, skinny, and skinny fat.
Skinny at the moment.
What is it?
Platano for life.
Platano for life on Instagram for Frank's World. Anyway, this is it. That's it.
Coming.
We're it. Everybody's it. It's the Gorillas of Booze. We're hanging out. GoB-TV, like we always do about this time.
G-O-B.
Doug, Chris, Frank. That's it. How we do. Bad beer of the night is coursing through my blood, and that's why I'm yelling and screaming. I don't know why I'm doing it. As always, peace, baby. And as we always tell you, get that medicine in you. Always watch your glass. Take some time. No matter what's going on in your life, right? Things could be good. Things could be bad. All kinds of stuff. But take some time. Focus. And get that medicine in you. And we're out.
Peace.
Peace.